I wonder what that is. Hello, it's me, Caveman, and I have some cool stuff to show you. I have a lot of stuff to show you. So this devlog is, Rockets Part 2. I have some things to show you about. I made changes to rockets, and I also made Mars. So, or I started making Mars. So I can show you those. I also made some other minor changes. So let's get started. First of all, you may have noticed these things called plates keep showing up in the crafting recipes of Future of Humanity things. Now these plates, before there was no way of getting them, but now I added a block that lets you get them. It's called the plate cutter, and it's crafted like this. And basically, if you power it with redstone, it'll like slice. And if we get a block of aluminum and have it slice the block, it'll slice the block into 9 aluminum plates. And if we get a steel block, it'll slice the steel block into 9 steel plates. So now this is how you get plates with this cutter. If you stand in front of it as it slices, you'll actually take damage. And so you can use these slicers for, like, if you have, like, parkour or something, you can use them as obstacles for you to avoid. So yeah, that's the plate cutter. Next, I have to show you, this is the clicky thingy. So my physics teacher has one of these on his desk, and it makes him look really smart when it's sitting on his desk. So I added one in Minecraft, so you can, I guess, place it on your desk if you want to look smart. It basically, if you right-click it, it'll like play a little animation. It's crafted like this. So that's that. I also added some new building blocks, like the steel beam. This is a steel beam. They're crafted like this. And we also have regolith acrylic, white and red regolith acrylic. White regolith acrylic is made by blasting lunar regolith, and red regolith acrylic is made by blasting Martian regolith. And it's like glass, kind of, but it's like, if we compare it to stained glass, it looks like, kind of, like, sleeker, a little. Or, like, a little dirtier, but at the same time. Like, it's like, it's weird, I like it. I don't know. Anyways, I also, have cinder blocks. They're crafted like this, and the cinder bricks are crafted like this. So these are just another building block. See? And we also, the bricks, you can actually throw them. And it'll actually, like, if you get hit, it'll put like a red overlay on your screen of the brick pattern, which I think is really nice. These bricks, if I summon a husk, these bricks actually have pretty strong knockback. So, and I gave it that much knockback on accident, but I kind of like it this way because it's funny, so I'm gonna keep it that way. So, these are actually really good in PvP. If you want to, like, repel your foe, you can just craft some of these bricks and bring them to a PvP fight. And also there's a bug where sometimes the overlay doesn't go away. If that happens, you can just do this, to clear it. And so, yeah, those are the cinder blocks. We also have these, and I think they look really cool, especially for, like, if you have a floor and you have these marking, like, the floor, like, follow the line to this place, then I think they look cool. We have an end one like this, so you can, like, clean it up a little. So, like, these are just decorative. I can't think of how to craft them. I'm thinking of using, like, prismarine crystals. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll make them need prismarine crystals. So we also have, this thing. It's a force field. Currently, you can't craft it either. It's just decorative, I guess. It's just a block with a cool animation. Anyways, those are all the building blocks I have to show you. Let me show you some more actual, like, stuff I got done. If we look at achievements, I actually expanded the achievement, like, I expanded the achievements a lot. So these are all the achievements now. Sorry about the, I just did all the achievements, but, like, you'll see we have more achievements. I have to listen to this. Okay, I'll just mute my game temporarily. Anyways, next up, we have this thing called a holographic chip reader. And basically, you remember the regular chip reader? It could let you, like, see, you hold it in your offhand, and you hold a chip in your main hand, and it will show you data from that chip. Like, what about it? So now I have that in block form, so if we were to put this earth chip in with a hopper, it would actually show us, like, a pretty cool looking hologram of the planet astrobody data on the chip. So you can use this as, like, a cool decorative thing for your base. It's like you can walk through it, you know. To take it out, you just use a hopper. And see, if we put a Mars chip in, you'll see we have Mars data instead. The next thing I want to show you is the gas intake. And remember earlier, I believe in the devlog about the computer chips. In the devlog about the computer chips, I said that you could use it had something to do with atmospheres of planets. So if we place down a gas intake, and we also have this thing it's a gas sensor. The gas intake is crafted like this, and the gas sensor is crafted like this. If you see, the gas sensor looks like the forge energy meter. So block cannot store gas if you right-click it on a normal block. If we click it on the gas intake, we can see 0 gas available. If we shift-click, it'll just, you know, block contains no gas. Anyways, but if we give this intake energy, which is coming from this creative battery block right now, and we give it a redstone signal, you'll see it'll actually soak up 200 gas from its environment. Now if we shift with the gas sensor, shift right click with the gas sensor, on a block that contains gas, it'll show us the proportions of gases and that are in the block. So as you can see, there's 78% nitrogen and 22% oxygen. And if we remember from the Earth chip, those are actually, that's actually the proportions of gas in Earth's atmosphere, since we did this on Earth. If we were to do this on, like, the moon, it wouldn't produce any gas. If we keep powering it with redstone, you'll keep getting more and more gas. I plan on developing this gas system more. You might see me do more stuff with it in later devlogs. And I'm currently working on, like, ways to get this gas out of the gas, intake. But, yeah, currently, no, there aren't any. Except you can use a pressure tank. I think. I was going to make it so you can right-click with a pressure tank to take out the gas. Doesn't seem like I've done that yet. So, anyways, next we have, so remember the alarm, right? It was that block that produced that incessant beeping noise whenever you powered it with redstone. Well, I actually changed how it works. Now, by default, it makes this sound. if you instead place it on chiseled deep slate, it'll make this sound. If you place it on glass, it'll make the original sound. So now you can choose which alarm sound you want the alarm block to play, depending on what block is under it. Does that make sense? Okay, good. I actually made some changes to rockets, too. For example, now you need these things called rocket engines, which are crafted like this. And you place them, you, you can just, I'm building a rocket. And now you'll see, instead of a rocket controller, we have this block called a rocket gyroscope, which is crafted like this. And the rocket steering computer is now crafted like this, and the rocket launcher like this. So now in the rocket gyroscope, it's the same as before. You know, you set that. The rocket steering computer is the same. We can get a Mars chip. If I actually show you, the telescope, you'll see Mars actually now shows up there. And so if we get a Mars, but you'll see it's actually too far away to scan without energy. So we have to give the telescope energy. There we go. So now if we put this in the slot, we can set this rocket to go to Mars. Now you'll see that it automatically teleports you to the rocket, and we have, this is all the same. Now, if you try to place another rocket gyroscope on the rocket, it'll stop you from doing so, because there was a bug. So, right now, eventually, I'm gonna make it so that this skybox can, like, change and do all sorts of stuff. See, these motion blur lines indicate the direction you're traveling. Even though these projectiles are going down, we're actually going that way towards Mars. See, Earth is back there. Mars is getting closer, as you can see. We're about 64% of the way there. I'm gonna add, like, rocket fuel and stuff eventually. I'm on the rocket. By the way, if you launch a rocket unmanned, it'll still work perfectly fine. Rockets are always force-loaded, chunk-loaded. See, here, Mars is coming. We're landing. And boom. And now the structure block, by the way, deletes itself. So let's go to Mars and see what it's like. So our rocket is here. We'll just go down. So this is the surface of Mars. The sky looks really bad, and the fog also looks really bad since it's matching the overworld sky color. I'm gonna fix both of those eventually, but like, this is Mars. This is how it generates. Mars is more mountainous than Earth. That's because it has, in real life, that's because it has lower gravity, and the mountains don't get pulled down as much. But there's actually, as you can see, it's made of Martian regolith, and also this block called tholeiitic basalt. And also we have these piles of iron oxide stone. Martian regolith is a falling block. If we explore, this isn't actually the only biome for Mars I've made. We have Mars barrens, which are apparently not generating. Oh, we have a volcano. But here we go. Here's a Mars volcanoes biome.
Oh, this is not generating how it's supposed to.
This is not generating how it's supposed to. I should have tested this. because I just added this biome, and I wasn't sure if, and so you're noticing we have also a biome called, there's going to be these fossils that generate on Mars. Right now, I'm just using nether fossils. That's a placeholder. I'm going to make my own special kind of fossil with my own special kind of bone block. And there's going to be a use for that. This is not generating how it's supposed to. Lava, it's supposed to be, like, more mountainous, I guess. But, yeah, I'll try to fix that. And also, let me show you the sleep pod now. It lets you set your spawn on other planets, because if we use a bed, as you see, it doesn't actually set your spawn. The sleep pod looks like this, and the door will automatically open when you get close to it, and when you move farther away from it, after a while the door will automatically close. So if you right click it, you'll see it says sleep pod requires energy, and that's because we need to give it energy. So if we just like that, eventually it'll get enough energy. But it requires a bit of time to charge first. See, now it says spawn point set. And so now if I die, I'll respawn in the sleep pod, and I can just walk out of it. Which is pretty cool. That's basically all I have to show you, I think. Yeah, it is. Now, all these blocks that generate on Mars, I'm thinking, I have some ideas for what they'll be actually useful for, and I'll show you those soon. But yeah, for now, this is all I have to show you, and I think soon the mod Future of Humanity is getting into a state where soon I'll be able to, like, actually release, like, a public download of the mod so that you guys can play with it, because this is coming along pretty nicely. So, until next time, bye.